Alright, so let's talk about wireless charging. Because if you're like me, you love the convenience of just dropping your phone on a pad and forgetting about it. But is this cool tech actually hurting your phone's battery over time? Let's break it down. First off, wireless charging isn't going to instantly fry your phone. You're not going to wake up one morning to a totally dead battery just because you ditched the cable. But the real story? It's a bit more nuanced. Here's the deal. Wireless charging relies on electromagnetic induction, and yeah, here's the catch. It's less efficient than good old wired charging. What does that actually mean for your phone? Well, some of that energy gets lost as heat, and heat is the silent villain when it comes to lithium-ion batteries. Over time, extra heat can gradually wear out your battery, lowering its capacity and lifespan. Not a disaster, but not ideal either. But before you swear off wireless pads forever, there are some real upsides too. For starters, you don't have to worry about wearing out your phone's charging port by plugging in and unplugging every day. That's a win, especially if you plan to keep your phone for a while. Plus, most new phones and chargers have built-in safeguards, like managing charging speed, stopping at 100%, and even built-in fans on some pads to help keep things cool and safe. And let's be honest, the convenience factor is huge. No more fumbling for cables in the dark or dealing with tangled cords. For a lot of people, that's reason enough to go wireless. Now, the downsides, obviously the heat we talked about. Wireless charging is usually slower than wired, especially if you're used to those super fast cables. So your phone spends more time on the pad and potentially more time getting warm. And it's just not as energy efficient, so it takes longer to get to 100%. That's more of a practical annoyance than a real threat to your battery, but it's worth mentioning. So what's the verdict? Wireless charging isn't bad, it's just a trade-off. You're giving up a little bit of long-term battery health for a whole lot of convenience. Wired charging is still the best option if you want maximum efficiency and battery life. If you want the best of both worlds, here's what I'd do. Use wireless when it's convenient, but don't rely on it all the time. Keep your charging area cool and well ventilated, and avoid charging on super hot days or in thick cases that trap heat. And if you can, unplug once you hit 100%. So, wireless charging, super convenient, not the end of your phone's battery. But if you're all about battery health, wired is still king. Let me know in the comments, are you team wireless or team wired?